What's going on, guys? We are back here with some more Edge of Eternities Standard, and I've been having a blast. We are playing right now in the Early Access Streamer event, and gotta say, a lot of these decks feel pretty fun to play and fun to play against. And this deck that we're going to be playing here is going to be showcasing a couple of very interesting cards from Edge of Eternities that I think happen to pair very well with these Pixie cards. So the first one here is kind of your main threat in the form of Cosmogrand Zenith. It's a 2/4 for 2 and a white. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, choose one. You make 2 1/1 soldiers or put a counter on each creature you control. Now, the really nice thing about playing this in a Pixie shell is, well, first and foremost, you tend to have a lot of 1-mana cards because you're playing with Nurturing Pixie, Stormchaser's Talent, and Tinybones Joins Up, so you have a low enough curve to trigger this. And when you play either Pixie or Sunpearl Kirin, and then pick up a creature or pick up a permanent and play it again in the same turn, that is more like you have a lot more ways to consistently trigger the Zenith, which I think is pretty good. And then another card from the new set here that I think works very well, again with all these Pixie cards, because you can keep bouncing it over and over again, is Lightstall Inquisitor. 2/1 for 1, when it enters, each opponent exiles a card from their hand, and then lands that if they exile a land, that land enters the battlefield tapped, and if they exile a spell, that spell costs 1 more to play. So you can kind of imagine where situations where you can go turn 1 Inquisitor, turn 2 Pixie, pick up Inquisitor, replay it. You can exile a lot of cards from their hand and really mess with their development. We also have new removal spell in the form of Seam Rip. This card is fantastic, and it's especially good in this Pixie shell because if you can Seam Rip a token early on, say like a Stormchaser's Talent token or a hero token off of a Planisphere, then later on in the game, maybe turn 2 or turn 3, you can pick up the Seam Rip and then replay it to kill something else, maybe like a Cauldron or something along those lines. And then the last new card that we have here is Cryogen Relic. This is 2-mana artifact. When it enters or leaves the battlefield, draw a card. And you can sacrifice it to put counters on something, but you're mostly going to be just resetting it with Pixie. But the important part is that it triggers when it enters or leaves, which means that if you bounce it with Kirin or Pixie, you'll draw an extra card. So those are the new cards here, and then kind of the usual suspects. Tinybones Joins Up as a replacement for Hopeless Nightmare, Nowhere to Run for Kill Spell, stock up for a little bit of card advantage, and then some Kaitos rounding out the curve. And then, we obviously have to talk about Godless Shrine and Watery Grave. Playing Esper does give you some really good mana with, 8 Shocklands, so that should be very good. And we will see how we do in just a second. I feel like 1 or 2 Helping Hand would go really hard. You can discard Zenith to your own Tinybones and bring it back. It's a little too cute, I think. If you had some other ways to discard it, I think that would be pretty cool. But with just the Tinybones, I'm not sure if that's enough. God, it feels good to play Shocklands again, man. Wait, human token? Why can't... So, wait. Can I keep my Martyr token name? Is that a Leonin Vanguard? Leonin Vanguard. I am taking a lot of damage here. Well, it's definitely not a bot. Essence Channeler. Should I pay 2 life to play Inquisitor? Nah, I don't think so. And maybe it was worth it. 2 life for an Inquisitor there. If they didn't ban Steel Cutter or Shocks playable, yeah, they still would be. I mean, they just make mana bases so good that no matter what, no matter what the aggressive deck is, they're always going to be an option. They're always going to be playable. A Johnny's Pridemate, huh? Mana's a little awkward here, isn't it? Hit you with one of these, then. Discard a card. No nightmares. Chat, don't tell them. Chat, don't tell them. Just, they lack critical information. Nobody tell him. Can you imagine? If only. If only. Tinybones is better, man. I mean, it is legendary. Halia. Okay. That Primate's going to be a little annoying. Yeah, because they're going to get to make it a 4/4 this turn. It's not ideal. Not ideal. Yeah, I don't really know how we're supposed to beat this 4/4 creature. Chad, how do we beat a 4/4? It's not with that. It's definitely not with that. All right, what's your last card? Simo Wotan. Thank you for the Prime sub. 2 months. Thank you, thank you. Can we make Dimir Mill great again? No. Oh, that's true. We're playing Seam Rev. I forgot about that. We just have good removal spells, yes. I did forget about Seam Rip. Seam Rip gets you out of the same tight spots that Tatabe does. Alright, rip me. Okay, that's not a ripper. Probably in chump block duty here. I mean, the Zenith probably just cooks them, right? If we can find a 1-mana card. I'd prefer to not go to 2. Like, 1-mana card here is just disgusting, right? How about a 2-mana card? Okay, just trust me. Chat, do you trust me? Ah. Okay. Chat, they know. My opponent is aware. I'm not casting the Nowhere to Run. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Now he's cooking. Honestly, I think I do this. We can double spell next turn. This is kind of gross. Jesus Christ. So I don't know how much room you have for 3-drops, but I do think you probably want to start with 4 of these. And then whatever other 3s you have left over, maybe you play a split of Kaito and stock up. But this card is nuts. What is the sub sound? Oh, it's Dingo. It's Yadingo. Alright, I think I'm going to let them keep the Pridemate. I think it's time to do this, honestly. This card gets out of control so fast. Holy. Is Dingo young again, or is he still old? He's still Cloud, actually. He's Cloud Dingo. Miss Lethal. 3, 6, 9, 12, 16. Oh, okay. I'm good at math. Have I told you that I'm good at math? You know that, right? Okay, what if I told you it also didn't matter? I was mostly just showboating. I just wanted to get one more trigger out of Cosmogrand Zenith. Minus 18, by the way. This deck has Nurturing Pixie, so it being able to trigger off of creatures is huge, because then you can put the counters on the creatures that you are playing to, like, trigger the Zenith. It just kind of all makes sense, you know? Edge Rover. I'll edge your rover. I don't know why I said that. That was kind of weird. Sometimes I just say things without even thinking about it. Yeah, I guess 4 toughness is big too, right? That should be Dingo's sub-notification. Hard-hitting question. I'll get... No, okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Yeah. Doesn't die to cut down. It's true. It doesn't die to... Well, it doesn't die to torch the tower. That one is big. Frenzied Baloth. It's got to be the Pop Patch. Yeah. Go here. Boop. No attacks. I mean, probably just double block the Baloth this turn. It's maybe okay. I could take a hit. Especially with the Kirin in hand. Oh. Okay, new plan. New plan, I repeat, new plan. We have a new plan. So now we do this. And simply draw land for Kirin, and then go Kirin, pick up nowhere, kill Baloth, make some tokens. Yeah, I mean, I guess that works too, right? Hold! I mean, this is just Pixie doing Pixie things, right? Come on, man. Come on, dude. Alright, I get it. No, Kirin cannot pick up lands. Sorok. The Elusive Hunter. Okay, well, Sorok has to die immediately. They do get a card. Your turn. I'll eventually attack them. It might be a while, but I'll eventually attack them. Dude, I fucking hate that card. Okay, it's fine. I do still hate that card, but I just want to voice my displeasure. Also, Order, I should have played the talent first. Yeah, whatever, I'll just do this. I should have played the talent first, though. Wait, those things have reach. Alright, go. I don't plan on attacking for a while. Good news is that this is not legal, so they can't overrun me. You know what they probably have in their deck, though? They probably have the 1/3, right? The 4-mana 1/3. Well, I guess I will surveil too. Oh, wait a minute. Yo, the Tinybones triggers the Kaito. I didn't even think about that. That's hot. That's hot. I did not even think about that. That is what we in the business call a combo. That is a combo. Alright. I do need to find spells. I don't really have a good attack, right? I guess I can attack with the Otter. They have no hope of victory. Yeah, I have to be a little bit careful, but you're correct. I probably can't lose this game. Like, I am at 6. We gotta be a little bit careful, but I think we're big chillin'. Axe, Bane, Ferox. Okay, now is the time they have decided to go in. I respect it. 3/5 here. This thing doesn't trample, right? Death Touch, Haste, Ward. This. Take 4. Oh wait, hold on. Cancel blocks. I can't do that. Let's try to reconsider this, okay? So this here. Do I have to trade for all the 2s? This here. This here. And then I guess I eat a 1/1 and go to 1? Don't block the Death Toucher. Oh, right. This thing has Death Touch. Yeah. I mean, I could probably just chump this, right? Take 2. It's safer. It's definitely safer to chump block it. I got lander tokens. That's got to be good. Do I have lethal? 4, 7, 10. Yeah, this is just lethal, right? Take this and this. Seam rip. I would have realized it eventually, okay? I would have figured out at some point that it had Death Touch. Surely, right? Surely I would have realized that it had Death Touch. Surely I would have realized that. Alright, lethal damage. When it did damage? Yeah. I maybe would have realized it after combat, but, you know, at some point I would have realized it. I'm not saying when, but... Dude, look at these 2 lands. It is just absolutely beautiful looking at a shock land next to a Verge and a hand of these cards. It's just chef's kiss. Absolutely chef's kiss. Thank God for shock lands. Tiny Bones. The Tiny Bizzles. We have a flavor fight. Whose bone is better? What? Yo, the Saboteur. Wait, this is kind of a combo, because if I discard a card to target it, then it's a spell that, you know what I mean? So it's a little scary. Aw. I guess I can discard a land. Nowhere to run? Oh, right. I forgot that nowhere to run has text. I sometimes forget that my cards have words on them, you know? You guys ever do that? Is that just me? I can't be the only one, right? So many fucking words, man. I'm just gonna let them have the tiny bones. I'm gonna do it like this. I guess now they can play my Sunpearl Kirin, but aside. Stock up to mock them for not having a land. It's weird that they got a priority when I played a creature, but they didn't have priority when they had a creature in play. That makes sense. I see why now. That makes a lot of sense. I get it. I now understand. We're doing like skeleton stuff. 2/4. How do I beat a 2/4? Not entirely sure. Okay, that helps. That definitely helps. Do this. Play this. Take some homies. Dude, Zenith is so good. This card is crazy. Yeah, I guess I can also block with Pixie and just know where to run the Preacher. I wanted to get the Zenith and play this turn though. The Tinybones is super awkward because it puts the Tinybones in the graveyard for the. Oh well, theirs is also looking embarrassing because I have the 1/1s. Okay. I mean, take your pick. That's a tough duress. Okay. Another one, maybe? Okay, okay. They're cooking. They're cooking. No attacks. Go. I do have to try and end this game somehow, which might prove to be a little bit difficult. Yeah, the void symbol's kind of cool. The little animation. Dr. Ruckus. What did you draw? I mean, I'll take 2. I'll take a -2. Go. I just like, if I attack, it's so bad if they draw a kill spell. Because then they can attack with the Preacher. It's looking a little sketchy. Whenever one of our creatures you control deal combat to player, draw a card, lose a life. End step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield, make a 2/2. Bro, what is with these 4 toughness creatures? Wait, so if I take the damage, they draw a card, and if I block, they get a 2/2? Wait, really? This card's fucking sick. Holy shit. I mean, it is a 4-mana 4/4, but it's good against nowhere to run. Alright, I mean, I'll take it. We can chump. We can, but... these are not the droids we were looking for. Yeah, we got cooked that game. Holy shit. Three land, Rip, Zenith. It's a lot of 3-drops, dog. That is a lot of 3-mana cards. Okay. Can work with this. Talente. Dude, my deck just can't beat a 4 toughness creature. Oh god, mirror match? Could be a mirror match. Just loop intergalactic the whole time. I'm here for it. Dark Confidant. Okay, unfortunately, I can't really let you have that. I feel like this deck maybe needs a little bit of life gain. I'm not really sure how, like what that would be. Like, what life gain we could even play in a deck like this. Inquisitor. Okay, I mean, I can double block it, but I'm not happy about it. I guess Cecil. We could play a couple Cecils, maybe. I guess this can stun down the Saboteur for a turn, which is kind of something. But I mean, if given the opportunity, I have to double block. Major Thomas song. Oh, for the space theme? Yeah. That would work. Bloodthorn Flail. Equip creature gets +2/+1, equip pay 3, or discard a card. Okay. Why are you playing that one? There's got to be some, like, discard synergy going on. I mean, if you let me, I'm double blocking. I think. Nah, I lied. I was thinking about it. Maybe that's a crazy no block. Alright, song request for P-Qual in the queue. Is that a space song? Okay, that helps. That really helps. Holy shit. That draw was crazy. Do. Hold! Okay. -0. I still don't really understand the Bloodthorn Flails. Yeah, I don't know if I get the flails. Maybe they just want, like, more power on the Saboteur. Maybe they have some, like... Maybe they have Bloodghast. Discard Bloodghast to flail, equip Saboteur. That's kind of cool. Oh, this is up to 1, so I can just cycle this. Just to draw a card off the Zenith. Try and find a spell for the Zenith. Huge. Kill this. Cast this. I think I'm just going to make more bodies for now. And get in there for 2. I guess we got to be a little bit careful about the Bronco. But they probably don't have any, like... They probably don't have expensive cards in their deck, right? Okay. Equipping the Saboteur. Huh. Interesting. Does this attack make sense? Let's do that. Turnpike Bear, thank you for the Prime sub, 26 months. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the resub. Thank you, Turnpike. Hope you're doing well today. I got the removal spell in hand. Let's go... I think I'm going to hold up the Kirin, depending on what they draw. The station mechanic, I feel like it might be a cumbersome to activate in most cases. So it depends on what station card you're playing. We played... This song goes hard, by the way. We played a mono white deck that had the 2-mana, like... the 2-mana Anthem Station, and that card felt very, very good. But I think a lot of the reason why that card felt so good is that... I missed one speed, by the way. A lot of the reason why the 2-mana Station felt good is that the... Like, if you're playing... If you are specifically playing the station cards to, like, go very, very big... to like pair them, like if your plan is to just get like a 10 power worth of things to station and then eventually just get one big thing, I don't think that's really palatable. But the Anthem Station it starts on 2 power, right? So like you only have to tap a 2 power thing to get your Anthem, and then from there it's sort of like self-fulfilling because then it gives all of your other creatures additional power. But if it's just like station that costs 7 mana and you need 10 power, like that it's just not feasible, you know? So it depends. Basically is what I'm saying, is that it depends. But yeah, the Anthem Station was really good. I like that card a lot. And I kind of want to play some more decks with that card. Like maybe try a 2-color version. The song goes hard. It's probably good with Zenith. Yeah, we played Zenith in the deck that we had with Frigate. We played Zenith. We played 2 Zenith, but maybe we should just be playing more copies of it. I mean, I guess we're just shoving. I guess we're just shoving. I'm not super happy about it, but what if they just didn't have a Day of Judgment? You know what I mean? Like, what if they just didn't have a Wrath? Get a counter spell? Might pick up token in there instead of a talent, because the token gives me a card off the Kirin. Hold! Surely they don't have Day of Judgment this turn. There's no way. Okay. Well, it would help if I had spells. Do I have a single spell to get back with talent? Did I just, like... I just realized that. I guess I have 2 stock-ups. Yeah, we should probably be playing more stock-ups, I think. High likelihood we should play more than 2 stock-ups. Or just, like... Is there another good cheap spell we could play with talent? I don't know if there is. Duress, maybe? Yeah, it could be Shoot the Sheriff, potentially. Just, like, some kill spell to get back. That could be okay. But I think I might just want, like... Honestly, you know what I want to do? I kind of want to cut all the Kaitos and just play 4 stock-ups. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Because stock-up just seems so much better. Stock-up seems so much better with the Zenith. That's kind of what I was thinking. Oh, they're just dead. What am I doing? They're just dead. I'm just slow rolling them. True. The draw spell with kicker for the lands you have in blue. That's not better than stock up though, is it? I don't think it is. I chose to play well, good mana by the way. I chose to play Seamrip over the Fatal Push. Dude, what are these hands? We simply draw a Black Source? I mean, I'm not going to 5, dog. It's not happening. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. I like that. Drew a land that could produce black mana. Kind of. If you squint hard enough. Alright. Definitely doesn't have a counter spell. See, look, Crokies can't play decks like this and then get mad when his opponents concede, alright? Come on, you know what I mean? Like, you're the one keeping me here. What did you say? In early access, do they prohibit you from playing the rotating cards? So, prohibit is maybe not the word that I would use. They are technically allowed. They're technically allowed because they forgot to like basically rotate the cards, but it is, you know, obviously it's like implied that, you know, ideally you would not play with the cards that are rotating, but like you technically can do it, you know what I mean? But it is you shouldn't, I guess I should say. Frowned upon, yeah, that's the word that I'm looking for. All right, I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. Do, 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 do. This hand has white and black mana. It's better than my last game. Don't say reported. Look, you can't, okay, here's the thing, right? You can't play a deck that aims to do absolutely nothing for 20 turns and then say something like reported when your opponent doesn't concede. You know what I mean? Or when you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Fleeceman, thank you for the tier 1 21 months. Thank you. You can't have it both ways. That's all I'm saying. You can't have it both ways. Do 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 do. Shoot the Sheriff and Grim Bobo. Have I tried the Planet Lands yet? I don't think the Planet Lands are very playable, unfortunately. Dude, I am not in a good spot here. And if I play the Zenith, they just have it dead with the Shoot the Sheriff. Notably, not an outlaw. I mean, I guess we just do this. Not happy about it, but... I mean, I've Inquisited them 3 times, and I feel like I've also accomplished nothing. Like, this card's not very good when you're behind already on board so much, you know what I mean? I mean, it just doesn't accomplish that much. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. Maybe I can Kaito them next turn. Okay, that helps. That definitely helps. How many types are in the graveyard? Just creature right now? I don't think I'm going to Kaito this turn. I think I'm going to go Nowhere to Run plus Kirin. Which means I might as well just send both, right? I guess we gotta be a little bit careful about the Restless Cottage, so maybe I have to chump block this turn. Okay. Do. This song is kind of a jammer. Sorcery, instant, artifact, creature. Yeah, I guess I have to kill one now. The problem is, how do I beat the other one? Like, they can just make a 7/7 this turn. And if I go end of turn Kirin, they can also just make a 7/7 in response. So I don't really know how I get out of this. Yeah, it has to be Seam Rip. Well, I can, like... I guess I can't go to 1 and then Kaito, because if they have a 7/7, I'm going to be at 1 and then I can't cast the Kaito. But, like, if for some reason they choose not to make it a 7/7 this turn, then I can Kaito lock it down. Okay. This is good-ish for me. So chump the cottage. Yeah, chump the cottage. Take 3. Kirin. Bounce the nowhere. You want me to double block the cottage? Is that better? Maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right. I was thinking that if I drew an untapped land, I could just go Zenith nowhere. I mean, I could always just double block it next turn, right? Which is essentially just the same thing as double blocking it this turn. Like, I'm not going to attack this turn, right? I think this is fine. Because it makes them invest the mana again next turn. I actually think it's better to not double block it. Just take the hit. It makes them, it's like, that's their whole turn, right? We can't double block it if they draw land. I don't get it. What do you mean? Oh, I can't even Kaito here. No, I can. I can Kaito. Right? Yeah, I can Kaito. I mean, they're just gonna shoot the sheriff it before they go to blocks. Oh. Okay, I like this. This is good. This is good. Huge Kaito. Massive, massive Kaito. Think of Bobble and Animate. Bobble costs 2 mana from the Lightstall. I guess I should take the Verge. It's got to be better to play the Kirin this turn instead of the Nowhere to Run. Yeah. Or instead of Zenith. Because I'd rather chump block with the Kirin than the Zenith. And then next turn I could just go double Zenith, make tokens, they kill one, but then I get to keep the other one, which is good. Is this with EOE cards? Yes. We're playing Cosmogrand Zenith, Seamrip, and Cryogen Relic in this deck. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. I forgot they still had 3 mana up. Yeah, so I would just die. It's a close game. It's a very, very close game. I feel like I'm like just barely staying alive here. So they could have went end of my turn. They could have cast Shoot the Sheriff. Okay. Yeah, see, again, this is their whole turn, so. I'm okay with them just doing this over and over again. And now the Zenith probably just cooks them. They're at 13. I guess it's better to surveil here, I think, than plus. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, we just go double Zenith here. 2 1/1s. All right, 4 blockers should be good. Do we still have any good removal spells in New Standard? The Seamrip is good. I've been pretty impressed with Seamrip so far. It doesn't kill everything. Like it's not going to kill as many things as something like Lay Down Arms did, but it kills enough stuff. And more importantly, it hits Cauldron and Profs, which I think is pretty huge. Let's see what their last card is. It is a Grim Bubble. It's the same clock either way. All right, your turn. all that shit that I talked about Kaito earlier. Okay, maybe I don't want to cut Kaito. Deep Cavern Bot. They should just be dead, right? I don't think there's a way out. They can whack my bush. Two food. I don't think it's enough, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus Kaito.
I've trained with the best.
Bring it on. Was that 6 wins? Temple? No. Temple is not a special guest. Temple is on the bonus sheet. So I don't think those cards were playable earlier today. I think it's only special guest, not bonus sheet stuff. Thought they were the same. No, I mean, look, there's like 10 different bonus sheets for each set that comes out, so I don't blame you for not realizing it. There's so many bonus sheets. Ah, CGB playing with Restless Anchorage. Weird. Weird, I know. I would have never seen that. Could have fooled me. Are we gonna seam rip his candy? Are we gonna rip his candy right out of his cold hands? I think I might. Give me that candy. Okay, maybe not now. The good news about Starcage is that Starcage does not hit enchantments, so I guess we get to keep these in play for future pixies. Yeah, I guess it could be. It seems to be more likely to be like Battlefront synthesizer stuff, especially with this card. Because like this card, this plus Starcage, I guess, is kind of awkward because you can't really play this on a cheap artifact early. It's a card that doesn't die to Starcage. I kind of want to just play that, honestly. It's worse if he has a counterspell this turn, but I'm in. Cosmogrand. Okay, special guests are Nexus of Fate, which was already on the client, Magus of the Moon, which is probably good. You can play Magus and Blood Moon in Timeless now. Warping Whale, which I think was already on the client. Sliver Overlord. Not really sure how much you can do with Sliver Overlord. Paradox Haze. I don't even know what that card does. Deafening Silence already on the client. Robe of Stars. Don't know what it does. Darkness. Burgeoning and Green Sun Zenith. What the hell is Paradox Haze and Robe of Stars? Haze give extra upkeep? What? You just get extra upkeep steps? Is that really what the card does? What? Just more upkeeps, huh? Okay, this is a nice turn. Nice turn. Robe of Stars is 2 mana equipment. Equipped creature gets +0/+3. Equipped creature phases out? What are these cards, man? What are these cards that you're telling me? I don't know what's going on. That has to be a commander card, right? It's gotta be. Price Robe of Stars. $16.50? Isn't it like... Is that a... It's not even a rare, is it? Ali. Did we play against Ali in this run? I can't remember. I want to say no, but... This deck has felt really clean, by the way. This deck's nice. This is probably the one that I've been the most impressed with so far. Although I just realized I actually don't have blue mana on turn 1. Huh. I knew that. I knew that. Ali is no longer cheating. I'd hope so. Ooh. Uthros Titanic Godcore. Okay, that is an Uthros. I repeat, that is an Uthros. Planet spotted. Planet spotted. This is the one that's the Talarian Academy, right? Okay. This spill's really clean. Proceeds to not be able to cast turn 1 talent. Shh. 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 It's fine. Everything is fine, okay? Don't worry about it. This is what I wanted to do anyways, alright? You know? Everything is fine. Kind of just want to make him discard more cards. Yeah, I'm in. I mean, it's maybe not the best plan against somebody who just resolves stock up, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Oh, wait, I didn't even realize. I did not think about that. The planet lands with Kona? That's kind of hot. Maybe we should try that. That is something, that is a synergy I had not thought about. Inquisitor's not bad. I have been typing in all caps about the lands enabling survival for weeks. Well, you have to tag me, or else I'm not gonna read it. I have selective memory. There aren't really great fatties anyways. Like, well, you can put anything into play. And just put Omniscience into play, right? Isn't that good enough? Might be. Surely he's not going to do anything too degenerate next turn, right? Like, he's not just going to use his 7 mana to play a 7-drop. Nah, yeah, that wouldn't happen. Ali Eldrazi would never play a 7 mana card. That's just not in his repertoire, you know? It's not in his DNA. Well, I will say it's not turn 7, so that's a little degenerate, you know? True, he's not playing a 7-drop, he is just putting it into play. Okay. Opponent casts Demonic Tutor. It's a good magic card. Demonic Tutor is pretty good. It is good. Yep. Good news. Good news is we have nowhere to run. That is the good news. Because otherwise we'd be fucking dead. Interaction, interaction, interaction. They do get to chunk me with the wagon. I mean, I'll take 7. I'm cool with that. Sunpearl Kirin. I feel like it is in my best interest to hold that up in case there is another copy of Kona. So I'm going to do that. I can't quite kill him this turn. Because I can go double Seam Rip, but that's only +4, so not quite. Kona with the Anthem Spacecraft to live the -3/-3. Well, then you have to play a spell. The idea, like, I think the concept of having the lands as a way to tap Kona is that you don't even need to play a spell. You just play, like, turn 1 tap land, curve out, and then turn 4 Kona, and use the land to tap the Kona. That's, like, I think that's the big technology. Released a fix for the Twitch extension. If your viewers are having issues with card hover, just restart Untapped and should be solved. Thank you, Rain. I appreciate that. Well. Wait, non-token? Non-token, by the way. I was gonna say we're in trouble, but actually we're not? Okay. Yeah, I just have lethal, don't I? This. Oh, man. I think that kills him. Yes, that does kill him. I do in fact have lethal damage. Seam rip. Oh, I'm ripping the seams, all right. I'm ripping the seams. Let me tell you. I do be ripping the seams. Did the prowess make fire? Yeah, is that a bug? I mean, I'm not upset because it looks kind of cool, but it did just make fire. I can't tell if that's a bug or a feature. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Esper Pixie. Deck felt pretty good. Very, very impressed with how Cosmogrand Zenith played out, especially with so many 1-mana cards and ways to play spells, like replay spells with Pixie and Kirin. I did notice that we probably are a little light on instants and sorceries to get back with talent, so perhaps playing more copies of Stock Up or a couple of Shoot the Sheriffs in the main deck over some of these kill spells may be a good idea. The Inquisitor was kind of hit or miss. There were some spots where it was pretty good, but like, you know, as you saw in some of those games where they exile their tap land, doesn't do that much. So it's a little bit better kind of in the mid game, like turns 2, 3, and 4, but not quite as good on turn 1. Seam Rip was decent. Again, the big synergy was it hit a token with it and then pick it up with Pixie to then replay it again after you've killed the token. But yeah, these upgrades look pretty good. And also, Esper just happens to be one of the better mana bases because you get to play with 2 Shocklands. So definitely something to consider, and deck felt pretty good. So if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.